You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to...
And he's got it inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
And the ball squirted out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Lets it fly. He makes a grab. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Maiava. Under fire.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole just never develop. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it inside the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On third down, going up top. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Lots of running room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
That's caught. It's Warren.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To throw, it's Mayava. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too, talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, UCLA! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. But they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden, all the momentum is back on their side.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
USC 28, UCLA.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And the missed connection on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Makes the catch, it's Warren. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And and that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall.
Pass on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end. Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air. It's Iamaleava. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Now,
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
But you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football, and I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Rides to the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Dropping back, it's Maiava. Quick strike complete. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And offensively, man, I think you want to, at this point in the game, with the clock running down in the fourth quarter with the lead, I want to add points to this. But I do want to chew as much clock as possible. Priority number one, though, getting that 6.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're trying to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Gonna swing it on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in cover.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big rank